All right, so everyone's worst nightmare just happened. Robots are taking over the world.
Yeah, today we're going to be looking at Boston Dynamics and the robots that they're creating, especially the new Atlas robot that they just announced.
So I'm sure you guys have seen this video on your feeds, and this is the new fully electric Atlas robot from Boston Dynamics. This is their R&D robot, which is used to try and create a dynamic robot that can navigate different terrains, and it's also bipedal, so it fits very well in a human world. And now we're going to look at what Atlas has looked like over the past decade.
So this is the Atlas that you all know and love. You've seen videos over the internet for the past 11 years, but it has taken them a very long time to get to this point. You know, it looks very different from the Atlas that we just saw, and there's a lot of big improvements because this new one is electric.
The robot that we're currently looking at is hydraulic, which means that it doesn't have as many electrical components, so hopefully it does not have as many parts down there. Here's the original model of Atlas, and it's clear the difference of how much more human-like it is now through its dynamic mobility. All right, so it's an R&D robot, so what's the point of making it so human-like and having it fall over like a human would?
So the goal with Atlas eventually is to be an emergency services robot. So this means like search and rescue. And that means it needs to be able to navigate a human-built world. So while it's, doing its searching and rescuing, it needs to be able to open doors and fit through doorways that are the right height for a human and be able to traverse stairs and things of that nature, which a, quadrupedal robot wouldn't be able to do as effectively.
Right, so basically what you're telling me is Futurama is now becoming reality?
Exactly. And we'll see a lot more robots with Boston Dynamics, and they all look very unique in their own sort of way.
So we always talk about AI, but now you're telling me that AI is not artificial intelligence, it's athletic intelligence?
Well, according to Boston Dynamics, that's what they use. So he's saying athletic intelligence in the way that the Atlas robot is able to use its sensors to navigate the real world and be able to do this in a real time. So a lot of robots are pre-programmed when it intercepts some sort of environmental thing. It has a decision to make in order to do that. But Atlas uses, different artificial intelligence models to predict what to do in these certain situations.
Really, because this does not look like athletic intelligence.
And this is the whole point of the new electric Atlas, is a lot more mobility than its predecessor did in terms of, its head being able to move 180, its joints moving in unorthodox ways. And this is the idea, you want these robots to be able to fit into this human world, but they do not need to be limited to human capabilities physically.
That is really awesome. And you can just tell that we're getting more and more just realistic with these inventions and the robots. And it's a pretty cool world that we're living in.
Right, and a big portion of that is like being able to stand on two legs and balance. That's a really difficult task to tackle.
Yes, and that actually reminds me, it's bipedal, which is very similar to the one that Disney just introduced. They have these little droids that are walking around the park that people get to take photos with, and it's a pretty cool thing that they're doing over there.
I've seen that. They're actually like looking very cute. Like the emotions that it seems to be able to have is very advanced.
Is Atlas the only robot that they have, or they have a couple other robots, right?
Yeah, no. So we'll actually take a look now at both the Spot and the Stretch robot. I'm sure at some point you guys have all seen Spot. It's that robot dog with 4 legs and a weird arm sticking out of its back.
Yeah, I was literally walking around my campus the other day, and I saw a Spot walking behind its owner as if it was a regular dog. It was pretty sick. So besides just following its owner, there's got to be some actual purpose behind Spot, right?
Spot is designed to be used mostly in an industrial setting for things like inspection, which could be potentially dangerous to humans or just very time consuming. It can record an unlimited amount of data points, which can be really important for businesses to improve their efficiency and safety in the workplace.
Wait, so is somebody controlling Spot, or it does this all by itself?
Well, so that's the really cool thing about it, is it's both manual and automatic. So you can use, as you can see here, a controller to control Spot to do very specific tasks. But, once it's learned how to do that task, the idea is that it can continue doing it automatically. Next, we have Stretch, which is a lot less recognizable than Spot.
With all these robots, their main purpose is to do tasks that humans either can't or shouldn't. Stretch is a great example of this, as its main point is to carry heavy and possibly dangerous payloads. And no, I'm not saying that Spot is dangerous, but when Stretch isn't moving Spot, it can lift up to 50 pounds and be a huge help in warehouses.
Stretch is able to do, either dull moving tasks or things that are dirty and dangerous for humans.
Yeah, but I'm sure Amazon and other companies use robots. How does Stretch make anything different?
So the idea is that Stretch is a lot more versatile, and you don't need any prior infrastructure built into your business to be able to use Stretch. It's able to just get plopped in the warehouse and be able to move boxes and other payloads instantly.
Yeah, so wait, so what is the goal of Spot and Stretch versus a robot like Atlas?
So these robots are part of their mission to create, safe and versatile, efficient robots that augment human capabilities, specifically in an industrial warehouse setting. Boston Dynamics began as an MIT research team that was privatized later on, but this means that they excel in that area of research. So while they have had successful B2B products like Spot and Stretch, they really excel with their R&D products like Atlas. Their main mission is to imagine and create these robots that fully enrich people's lives. And looking into the future, they're going to be able to continue building these robots that fit well into a human world and be able to do things that humans either don't want to do or it's dangerous for them to do.
All right, well, I certainly learned a lot today about Atlas and all the other robots within Boston Dynamics, and I hope you guys did as well, and we're going to continue to stay up to date with Boston Dynamics and any robots that come out in the future.
Yeah, so we appreciate you guys being here. Go ahead and subscribe if you got anything out of this video at all. We're going to continue making videos in this space like Alex said. So we do have a way that we close up. So Alex, what is onces plus onces?
Yeah, that's going to be
Deuces.